Welcome to the trio. I'm Christian and I'm here with.
Quentin.
And Carver.
Today we are talking about the hurricane season.
It,
So far, this hurricane season has been really crazy.
yeah. Well,
Jeez.
just for some context before we go into the whole thing, we live in the Midwest, so like we do not get personally affected by hurricanes, but
Yeah.
from previous years we could just obviously tell, just like everybody else that can, this is like very active for what it normally is. Like,
Yeah.
This year alone has like 21 hurricanes.
yeah, as of yesterday, they had to start using the Greek alphabet
Her names, yeah.
just because there's been that much.
And to put in perspective, even places that haven't had it since like 1992, for example, Hawaii, they haven't had a hurricane since 1992, and that is crazy.
So
Uh,
I was actually I was kind of looking into that. Uh, the last time before that was like 1956 or something, and I was just like, so that so I know it's just a coincidence, but it's like if that's the case, then they have one every 40 years. It seems like.
yeah. uh, yeah. Jeez, this has just been a crazy one. There's also been a lot of like tropical storms, I think they're called.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, that's what the majority of them are.
yeah,
But
like
at some point they were a one or a two.
yeah, but like I think as of like right now, there's at least five.
Yeah, five in the Atlantic and all that that they're all
Yeah,
watching.
Yeah,
because there's Beta that's like right by Texas, and then Teddy that's right off the coast of Florida and Georgia, out in the Atlantic, and then we got Wilfred, like further out from the coast of like Florida, close to South America, and then we got a couple others that they just named like cyclones or cyclone formations within 48 hours.
Yeah. So another thing that I've read is that this could be wrong, but the last hurricane season that they could compare to being as active as this one was over 60 years ago,
yeah.
which I think is crazy.
Oh yeah, this has definitely broken the record for the hurricane season. Um, yeah, jeez.
So I guess like to go into it things a bit more. Uh, I want to talk about Laura and Marco first of all because that they were both in the Gulf of Mexico at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
which if one of them was luckily one of them was stronger and the other one just kind of got sucked up into it. But if they were about the same, they would have done what's called the Fujiwara effect, and they would have started spinning around in the Gulf. And people call it like they're doing a dance or something.
Jeez.
and that would have been really bad.
Jeez, I swear this year is just cursed.
Right? It's
For
almost
real
at
though.
it. It really does feel like this year's just cursed.
We just can't get a break. And seriously, I honestly, because I know we're not affected by this, but there's a lot of people that are affected by all these hurricanes going around, and
Yeah,
I
New
honestly feel for them.
Orleans. I think New Orleans. It felt like they got hit by multiple.
Well, like in places, for example, Hawaii Islands, it's really hard for them because they don't have anywhere to escape to. They're
Yeah.
pretty much trapped there. Like, yeah, there's ways to get off the island, but most of the time, not everyone's gonna get off in time. And yeah, cause I just feel like
Yeah, I just feel like it'd be too risky to try to get off by boat, so they have to like try to get everyone on planes, and that just takes forever.
yeah. So I really feel for them right now.
Yeah, and then like it's kind of hard to pronounce this one's name. It's like Isaias or something. I've always just called it Isaiah because that's easier to say.
Yeah.
That basically went all the way up the East Coast.
Jeez.
And like my friend in New York, he didn't have power for like a solid week.
Yeah.
And he lives in like the suburbs of New York City.
Yeah.
So you could just like imagine what it was like in when it was stronger down the line, down the coast.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't believe it's as bad as it was. Like cause
And the
I'll
fact
be
that it's
honest.
not even over close to being over yet either.
True, true.
Like the halfway is it's the 13th of September, or that's like their peak or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's
But then
still
there's
crazy.
still, yeah, there's still the second half. Um, yeah. Jeez. Uh,
So, yeah, we just wanted to bring awareness to what's going on because it's honestly really crazy.
yeah. Another thing about hurricanes is that I feel really bad for people is because living in pretty much the center of America, we don't really have to worry about all that stuff. Our main worries are like tornadoes, and that's
If you want
Canada's
us to
fault.
talk about tornadoes, we'll we could definitely do that.
Yeah, definitely. But anyways, the amount of damage a hurricane does is blows a tornado way out of proportion. I mean, literally, people lose everything in
Not
these
saying that
hurricanes.
tornadoes don't make you lose everything, but
We're not
like,
we're not saying that, but I mean like the amount of damage that a hurricane
yeah,
does is especially like a category. I don't know. It was like I don't know, like category 4 or something like that. Um, can do a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, because look
So
at like Hurricane Laura for like Louisiana.
and the fact that it
yeah,
went also, it took a weird path and it went like through all, hit as a 3 and it went through the land and hit all the way to like Georgia or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, the storm had like 150-mile-per-hour wind and literally shredded houses, and it took like at least 17 lives.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
is there anything else you guys want to bring to this conversation?
No, not really. Yeah. I will say one thing. If you get a warning about this kind of thing, because I'm not saying that anybody here watching does this, but I feel like I feel like I should say this. If you get a warning that something's coming, don't be one of those people that, like, if you live in a place like, I don't know, let's just say Florida, and you hear that something's coming, get out of there as soon as you can.
I think the big problem with that is with, especially with hurricanes. Yes, there are people that will stay if it's like, some people, they have like different judgment, especially down in Florida because they're way more common.
Yeah.
They have way
Yeah.
different judgment when it comes to hurricanes. They'll have like different judgments if it was South Carolina compared to Florida because it's so common. So like a category 1 or 2, people may just stay there because it's not as big of a threat.
I'm just saying,
I'm-
if you hear it's gonna be like a really bad one,
Yeah.
Don't-
People,
don't try to tough it out.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying anyone watching this video is. I feel like I should put that out there just in case.
Mandatory evacuations, do them.
I feel
Yeah.
like people should also like have an emergency backpack for like hurricane.
That is another good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, have something prepared in case something like this happens, because sometimes this stuff can just happen out. Well,
A blink of an eye.
so yeah, like I know most of the time with hurricanes you can kind of get a warning, but it's best to have that preparation. That way, if need be, you can just grab and go.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're going to end it here. Check out Christian's gaming channel.
Fire Games. I forgot my own channel name for a second.
I would shout mine out, but I'm taking a break for now. So I'll let you guys know when I'm back.
Yeah.
We're going to tune out, guys. Bye.
Bye.